Today, I'm going to explain to you what the various types of magnesium out there are meant to do so that you can make the right choice when it comes to buying and using magnesium. Because it's the type of magnesium that determines how it's utilized by the body, how well it's absorbed, and what kinds of results you'll actually experience. So, I'm going to break down the most common forms of magnesium and their benefits to help you understand which one is right for you. We're going to start with magnesium citrate. This is the go-to for constipation relief because it draws water into your intestines and stimulates peristalsis, which is the wave-like muscular contractions that move stool through your colon. This is not the form you take if you have loose stools or fast motility because it will give you diarrhea if you have fast motility. It's also not a very bioavailable form, meaning that it's not going to meet your body's daily magnesium requirements. It's best for occasional constipation and gut motility support. And the way that you use this is to start with 300 milligrams, ideally at bedtime. And then if you haven't gone by morning, you take another 100 milligrams. You want to go slow with this because it can cause loose stools if you take too much. And a note on safety: magnesium citrate is great for occasional use, but it's not a long term solution because if you use it long term, it can actually make you reliant upon it. So, chronic constipation is a sign that you need deeper support. And if you have any medical conditions, you want to talk to your doctor before using magnesium citrate to make sure it's safe for you, especially if you have kidney disease. Magnesium glycinate is your go-to if you need support with sleep, relaxation, muscle cramps, blood pressure. It's one of the more absorbable forms, so it won't cause loose stools. Magnesium is a cofactor in over 600 enzymatic reactions in the body, and that means that you need magnesium to activate hundreds of vital processes like making energy, repairing your DNA, calming your nervous system, regulating blood sugar. And when you're low in magnesium, these systems aren't working as well as they can, and that can show up as symptoms like fatigue, mood swings, poor sleep, muscle cramps, heightened anxiety. Magnesium glycinate is a really gentle and effective way to meet your requirements, and it's a more affordable form. So, of all of these, one of the reasons I listed it first is because it's actually quite affordable, whereas magnesium threonate, you're going to pay a lot more money for, though it does have all the same benefits and one additional benefit. So, it's kind of helping you determine which one's the right choice for you based on how it's going to support you, as well as how it fits into your budget. Okay, so a word of caution on magnesium glycinate. If you're sensitive to things like glycine, you may not tolerate magnesium glycinate very well. This doesn't apply to most people, but if you have histamine intolerance or multiple chemical sensitivities, you may find that this form of magnesium gives you insomnia, headaches, or other unwanted symptoms. Glycine itself isn't a methyl donor, but it acts as a methylation buffer, helping balance excess methyl groups. For most people, this is helpful, but if your methylation cycle is already imbalanced, which is quite common in people with MTHFR variants, your body may have trouble processing additional glycine. So that can lead to those unwanted symptoms. It's not dangerous, but it's frustrating, and it's a sign that you'd benefit from a different form of magnesium, like magnesium threonate. You may find topical magnesiums work better for you. Those are typically in lotion or oil form, and it's magnesium chloride. Magnesium chloride is a magnesium salt. So when you apply it, it can burn a little bit, especially if you have any scratches. It's kind of the same as putting salt on a wound, it hurts. Magnesium oxide, I didn't list here because it's the only form that I don't recommend people take. It actually makes the colonic environment more alkaline. And it does have some benefit in terms of relieving constipation in the short term, but because it's changing the colonic pH, it actually creates an environment in which methane producing organisms can overgrow. And then those methane producing organisms produce methane, which slows motility and leads to constipation. So, in the short term, it relieves constipation, but in the long term, it actually causes it, which is why I don't recommend that anybody take magnesium oxide. And then we have forms like threonate. You might see this form of supplement and wonder about it because it's not recommended as commonly, but it's specially designed to cross the blood brain barrier, and it's known for supporting memory, focus, and cognitive health. Many people use it for brain fog, anxiety, sleep issues tied to a racing mind, and cognitive decline. It's really a great choice for that. Um, Magnesium orotate is used in some heart health protocols. It can support cellular energy production, especially in the heart and the muscles. It's great for cardiovascular function, but it's not useful for digestion, sleep, or mood. And then I didn't list this one on the chart, but we also have magnesium malate, which is bound to malic acid and plays a role in the body's energy cycle. It's often recommended for fibromyalgia, fatigue, and chronic pain. And it's helpful for mitochondrial support, but it's not your go to for gut motility or calming the nervous system. If you want specific brand recommendations, you can view the link below. In the description box, I've listed my favorites and my top picks for each form of magnesium here. And just a note on safety, magnesium is generally safe, but too much, especially if citrate, can cause loose stools. You want to make sure that you're eating plenty of potassium rich foods when you're taking magnesium supplements because these minerals work together. And if you have kidney issues or you take medication, be sure to talk to your doctor before you start supplementing. And if magnesium isn't enough to address your constipation or you're relying heavily on it, that's a sign that you need deeper support. I've linked my free constipation relief guide down below in the description box to help you identify your constipation pattern and take action for relief.